Just over a month ago, the Philadelphia 76ers, after losing to the Houston Rockets, were 12-12. Everybody wanted to fire Doc Rivers. Everybody wanted to trade Tobias Harris. There were even people on Twitter who wanted to trade Joel Embiid. Fast forward to today, they're 17-4 in their last 21 games. They've absolutely turned the season around. Let's talk about why that happened, how it happened, and why this team is one that us as fans should be excited about come playoff time. What's up, YouTube, and welcome back to the Sixers Break Room. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, just go ahead and subscribe right now. Just do it. I'll wait. Cool. Now that you're subscribed, don't forget to like this video. And of course, follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. All of those are at Sixers Break Room. Now, like I said at the start of the video, we were 12-12 after losing to the Houston Rockets. The sky was presumably falling all over Twitter if you were to see what the fan reaction was to the loss. People wanted to fire Doc Rivers. People wanted to trade important pieces of this team. Some people said to even blow it up, blow the whole thing up, get rid of Joel Embiid. And man, oh man, am I glad we didn't. Because fast forward to now, and the 76ers are 29-16. That's right, 29-16. Tied for second in the Eastern Conference standings. They've won 17 of their last 21 teams. They're the hottest team in the NBA. So how did we go from 12-12, blow the whole thing up, to 29-16? And tied for second place in the Eastern Conference? Well, number one, health. This team got healthier. Don't forget, at the start of the season, Joel Embiid, he came in out of shape and a little bit injured. They say he had the plantar fascia, however you pronounce it. His foot was messed up, you know what I mean? So Joel Embiid was not 100% to start the year. He was missing time. Then James Harden was in and out of the lineup. He began to miss time. You had games where Joel Embiid and James Harden were both out of the lineup. Then you had Tyrese Maxey go down for an extended period of time. But what all these injuries did was it forced other guys to have to step up. Guys like Anthony Melton got thrusted into the starting lineup. Guys like Shake Melton got thrusted into the starting lineup, right? You had these guys who had smaller roles who are now asked to do more. And with having success in doing more, they gain confidence. So by our team having injuries and role players, guys coming off the bench being forced to start and play bigger minutes, their confidence increased when they had success, and now they're better in their smaller roles. So when you combine the fact that we got healthier and our best players got back into the lineup, and the fact that when our best players were out of the lineup, guys who had smaller roles had to step up and had success, well, now you bring the whole team together and you have a much better team. You have a much more confident team, and you have a team that feels like they can go out and win every single game that they play. Number two, De'Anthony Melton was a revelation in the starting lineup. De'Anthony Melton stepping in for Tyrese Maxey and playing the way he did, it did two things for this Philadelphia 76ers team. Number one, he helped us weather the storm. Tyrese Maxey was a huge blow to this team, losing him for as long as we did. And De'Anthony Melton stepped into the starting lineup, and he gave us a huge lift defensively, because we all know that Harden and Maxey on the floor at the same time is not the best defensive lineup. But not only that, when Melton was forced to start, he expanded his game offensively. All of a sudden, he showed that he can be a guy that can go out there and score if you need him to score. I believe he had 33 against the Lakers. I think he had another 30-point game along that stretch as well. De'Anthony Melton has been a revelation for this Philadelphia 76ers team. And the second thing that did was it allowed Tyrese Maxey to now come off the bench. Tyrese Maxey's come off the bench the past couple of games, and it's been a night and day difference in not only what he does on the floor, because he has more freedom. He's not playing next to some of these other guys where he's sharing as many shots, but it also gives us an instant impact, instant offense, instant punch off the bench, and it's something that this team, quite frankly, just hasn't had. Will Tyrese Maxey be a sixth man for the rest of the year? Only time will tell. But him coming off the bench these past couple of games has been huge for the Philadelphia 76ers. And number three, Joel Embiid is just playing like an absolute monster. Let's call it what it is. Joel Embiid, it seems like every time you turn on a game, he's got 40 points, 45 points, 9, 10 rebounds, 2, 3 block shots. I mean, the guy is playing absolutely out of his mind. This is why I hold him to such a high standard. I know at the beginning of the year, some people were very mad in my comment section on these videos because you guys felt like I was blaming Joel Embiid and he didn't deserve the blame. Listen, when you're as good as Joel Embiid is, you got to be held to a higher standard. And he is living up to that standard. He is doing everything he can night in and night out to help elevate this team to a higher level, to help elevate this team to a championship level. Joel Embiid has been absolutely phenomenal. Now, that's not to say other guys haven't been great. James Harden has been huge this year. I mean, we all knew coming into the season, James Harden it would look like he was in the best shape of his life. And James Harden has been absolutely balling. Early in the year when Joel Embiid was struggling, James Harden was stepping up. And now that Joel Embiid is stepping up, James Harden is taking a little bit of a back seat, but he's still out there getting triple doubles. He's still out there getting you 22 and 10 every single night. James Harden has been balling. Honorable mention. I would be remiss if I did not give credit to one Glenn Doc Rivers. That's right. I know. Go on Twitter. Go on my comment section. Everybody's going to tell you I'm the biggest Doc Rivers defender in the world. I don't really see it that way. I just feel like I'm the only person that if I'm going to blame Doc Rivers when things are bad, I'm also praise him when things are good. And I feel like one of the few people who don't just think everything is Doc Rivers' fault. Spoiler alert, not everything is on the coach. That's all I be saying. But hey, Doc Rivers has very clearly gotten this team on track. He's very clearly turned things around. Early in the year, let's call a spade, this team would get down and this team would quit. Now, every single night when I watch the Philadelphia 76ers, it does not matter what we're down by. I believe that the team is going to fight and compete and have a chance to be in the game, if not win the game, come the fourth quarter. And really, that's all you can ask for as a coach. Are you generating opportunities for your players? Are you putting them in positions to be successful? And does your team play hard night in and night out? And since the rough start, since that 12-12 start, without question, the Philadelphia 76ers and Doc Rivers has been making sure that those three things are true. So health was a big thing. DeAnthony Melton being a revelation. Joel Embiid and James Harden absolutely stepping up. And Doc Rivers coaching his behind off has righted the ship, has turned this whole thing around. And now you look up and this all of a sudden looks like a team that really has a chance to compete against the Milwaukee Bucks and the Brooklyn Nets and the Boston Celtics and any other team in the Eastern Conference. When I'm looking at this team right now, I'm looking at the Philadelphia 76ers as a team that 100% has what it takes to make it to the conference finals and has what it takes to make it to the NBA Finals. Do they have what it takes to win a championship? Well, it's still too a little early for me to tell that. We're going to have to just keep watching these games. Y'all just going to have to keep checking in and seeing how I feel about it. But in order to do that, you need to be subscribed to the channel. So click that sub button, like this video so I pop up on your feed and everybody else's feed just a little bit more. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at Sixers Breakroom. And let me know in the comment section, do you think the Philadelphia 76ers are a team that can go compete for a championship? Or do you still think we're still not quite there yet? Let me know. And I'm going to see you guys on the next video. Peace.